The dragon put his vast, cracked old paw to his reptile lips and blew the Vikings a kiss. The kiss streaked through the sky and scored a direct hit on both Stock and Mogadon's ships, which had survived the storm and were rocky in the safety of the Hooligan harbor. All 50 of them burst simultaneously into flames. The Vikings ran away from the cliff as fast as their 800 legs could carry them. Gobber the Belch had the luck to land on the roof of his own house. The deep layers of soggy grass broke his fall as he went through them, and he ended up sitting stark naked in his own chair in front of the fire, dazed but unharmed. "Okay, then," said Stock to the 400 Vikings, suddenly looking scared but wildly overexcited. "So the yelling doesn't work!" They had reassembled in the center of the village. "And as our fleet is out of action, we have no means of escape from the island," Stoke continued. "What we need now," he said, trying to sound as if he was on top of the situation, "is for someone to go and ask the monster whether he comes in peace or in war." "I shall go," volunteered Gobber, who rejoined them at this moment, still determined to be the hero of the hour. He was trying to sound noble and dignified, but it was very difficult to be truly dignified with grass in your hair and wearing your sister Agatha's dress, which was the only thing Gobber could find to wear in the house. Here's a very silly picture of Gobber in a dress. "Do you speak Dragonese, Gobber?" asked Stoke in surprise. "Well, no," Gobber admitted. "Nobody here speaks Dragonese. It's forbidden by the order of Stock the Vast. Oh, hear his name and tremble. Ugh! Dragons are inferior creatures who are yelled at. Dragons might get above themselves if we talked to them. Dragons are tricksy, and must be kept in their place." Hiccup can speak to dragons," said Fishlegs very quietly from the middle of the crowd. "Shh, Fishlegs," whispered Hiccup, desperately digging his friend in the ribs. "Well, you can," said Fishlegs stoutly. "Don't you see? This is your chance to be a hero. And we're all going to die anyway, so you might as well take it." "Hiccup can speak to dragons," shouted Fishlegs very loudly indeed. "Hiccup?" said Gobber the Belch. "Hiccup?" said Stock the Vast. "Yes, Hiccup," said Old Wrinkly. "You know, that small boy with red hair, freckles? You were going to put him into exile this morning." Old Wrinkly looked stern. "In order that the blood of the tribe should not be weakened. Remember? He's your son, Hiccup." "I know who Hiccup is, thank you, Old Wrinkly," said Stoke the Vast uncomfortably. "Does anyone know where he is? Hiccup, come forward." "It looks like you could come in useful after all," said Old Wrinkly. "Here he is," yelled Fishlegs, patting Hiccup on the back. Hiccup started to wiggle through the crowd until somebody noticed him and dragged him up, and he was passed over everybody's heads and put down in front of Stoke. "Hiccup!" "Well, Hiccup," said Stoke, "is it true that you can talk to dragons?" Hiccup nodded. Stoke gave an awkward cough. "Oh, this is a very embarrassing situation. I know that we were about to banish you from the tribe. However, if you do what I ask, I am sure I speak for everybody when I say that you can consider yourself unbanished. We stand in awful peril, and nobody else in this room can speak Dragonese. Will you go to this monster and ask him whether he comes in war or peace?" Hiccup said nothing. Stoke coughed again. "Come on, you can talk to me," said Stoke. "I've unbanished you." "So, the exile is off then, is it, Father?" asked Hiccup. "If I go and kill myself talking to this beast, I will be considered heroic enough to join the tribe of hooligans?" Stock looked more embarrassed than ever. "Yeah, absolutely," he said. "Okay, then." said Hiccup. "I shall do it." And here is Hiccup looking very determined. And that is the end of chapter 11. I'll see you tomorrow with chapter 12.